Hi there. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? I know I saw that I peeked in the Discord just now and saw that some of y'all had done a pre-stream playthrough of something. I'll check that out in a bit. Hope that was fun. I was out on a walk just now, so I did not. I am kind of only just sitting down here. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good week. I'm doing well. How are you? Hello. Okay. Alright, looks like enough folks are here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to WAD Wednesday, where we pick a completely random Doom level from the id Games archive and play it. First here, I wanted to show off a couple of things. First of all, I think it was last Friday, so between last WAD Wednesday and now, life is good because we're alive, yeah. Yeah, so I publicly, this had been on itch.io for a while, as regular followers of this stream will know. But my mod, Mr. Friendly, could I turn up my mic audio just a bit? Oh yeah, that's right. I turned it down because I was recording something for something else. Yeah. Okay. How is that now? I think this is what I normally have it at. But yeah, so I took the wraps off of my mod, Mr. Friendly, and it's up on itch.io, jp.itch.io. In the video that I did for it, I was rather embarrassed to notice that I referred to it as itch.io.com. I hope that doesn't lead somewhere awful or anything. Anyway, you can download Mr. Friendly now. Even since Friday when I started linking it, I've made a whole bunch of improvements to it, a whole bunch of fixes. I redid a few systems and whatever, so it's now in a pretty good playable state. At some point I'm going to call it beta, and then from there I'll just let it take a more leisurely road to a release candidate and final release. But I want to have that done sometime, maybe over the summer or something. So anyway, yeah, so that's Mr. Friendly, and I feel like I've talked enough about that mod on past WAD Wednesdays, which you can of course check out. Another thing that I wanted to show off that I was working on today, just because I got stuck into it, is Sophia Foster Dimino did this really cool piece called Single Player as Local Co-op, and yeah, she talks about a pretty cool angle on like what single player games could mean when you're playing them with multiple people or anything. One of the things that she establishes right up front as like weird ways to play a game in a way that wasn't intended. This is something that I did not know about. I guess I'm just not plugged into the Super Mario the Mario 64 speedrunning scene or whatever. But the Green Demon challenge in Super Mario 64, where you try to avoid being hit by a 1-up mushroom, which in normal game context is a desirable thing. I had never heard of this, and immediately, just because I've been working on Mr. Friendly and yada yada, my brain immediately went to, oh, that's a cool idea. What if this was in Doom? And so I'm just going to show this off real quick. But and yeah, actually, I should decide on a good level to show this off with. But oh yeah, sorry, and you get to watch me change my settings around from like my development situation to the nice full screen thing that y'all know and love. Okay, so you start off the level and you're just sitting around just normally, nothing bad's happening. But then as soon as you move from your start spot, this thing spawns in. And it is coming for you. And yeah, like I've got like a little radar type thing here. And it is moving towards you at a pretty good clip. Oh geez. Yeah. And if it touches you, you will die. So, and yeah, like in maps where you immediately have to start a door opening to get moving, that can be a real huge problem in and of itself. But, and so yeah, so I was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it is fairly frightening. I used some of the sound effects from Thief on it. But one of the things I got to thinking was, as soon as I got this thing tracking towards you and, like, you know, it just instantly jibs the player, is that, well, what happens when it touches... What happens when it touches a monster? Well, it should jib them too, because then it becomes kind of this weird thing that helps you. Yeah. So yeah, there it is, jibbing a monster. And then yeah, like when you get close to it, it makes like I used some of the haunt ambiance from Thief, which is one of the scariest monsters in that game. And then it uses a much more cartoony, like goofy monster laugh when oh geez. I actually don't know what's going to happen if I let it hit me and it's okay, it still kills me. Yeah, so so anyway, yeah, let me try it with a little bit more of a sane map. Yeah, so the reason that I'm pistol jibbing these guys is because I was like, okay, you know, I just followed the game design rabbit hole that this was a ways, and I decided like, okay, well, what if it was actually kind of good? Like, the high drama moments of this are when it's really close to you, you know, and you're like, yeah. And so I was like, what if you get a damage and a bonus to the damage you do and to the damage that you take when it's near you? And so that's what this 2x and 6x number means down here, like just above my crosshair here, is that when it's very close to me, I take almost no damage. Like I get like a 90% damage save. And then when I'm a little further away from it, when the number is yellow instead of red, I get like a 2x damage bonus and a 2x and a 50% damage absorption. So so yeah, like it's one of those situations where if you get out really far ahead of it, then actually that's like, you know, oh geez, yeah. And in any situation where you go down like a blind alleyway, you know, or anytime that you have to like go in somewhere and then double back, it becomes really scary because you basically have to kind of juke the thing. Yeah, and I gave it a nice low radius, like on the actual diameter of this object is pretty low, but it has a very high height, so if it's like anywhere, if it's floating above or below you. But what that means is that like it'll get really close to you. It'll get really close to you, and if you're quick on your feet, you can actually evade it, you know, but you can't do this forever. Yeah, so I think, yeah, so that ended up turning out, that ended up being, you know, a lot more fun than I even hoped it would be. So that's a pretty cool thing to play through different levels with. I might release that as like a, kind of like I did Keymaster last year, you know, which was just like, works with any level, is just kind of a cool twist that makes the regular game more frantic and whatever, so... I'll probably throw in a slider for how fast this thing moves, because that's basically the single biggest that's the single biggest determinant of let's see here, yeah, in my code here, yeah, the speed that this thing travels has a huge impact on how tense it feels. At 4, it's like you do have some room to maneuver, but you know, you won't get to, at like I bumped it up to 5, whereas when it's at 8, you can just about outrun it, whereas things like doors really slow you down and make you feel it. So it's, and yeah, so I want to put that I want to put that I want to put like a little slider in there. But anyway, and I need a good name to call it, because right now I'm just calling it Chase. I could call it Green Demon just because after what the Mario thing was. Maybe I'll call it that, but yeah, help me think of a good name for it sometime. Anyway, so yeah, that's a thing that I made like a few hours ago. You know, took me a few hours to go from like start to proof of concept to putting all the whistles and bells on it. But yeah, so yeah, TLDR, when you start moving, it spawns this object that begins floating towards you at a constant rate, and it can go through walls, and if it touches you, you die. and also it touches enemies when enemies that touch it die. And what else? Yeah, and you get like damage bonuses and stuff when you're close to it. So yeah, cool. All right, so yeah, that was a little bit of show and tell, but now on to the main event for WAD Wednesday. We're going to pick a completely random Doom level from the old id Games archive. I'm going to take my plushy pain elemental here and rub its head for good luck. It's done us well so far. And yeah, let's hit that random button. COLOSEUM by Dean Ashley Svensson from May of 1994. Okay, so that's a pretty... This has been designed with deathmatch in mind. Okay, so this is filed not under the deathmatch maps thing, but yeah. Single player, only if you're very good. Is that a challenge? I don't know. I mean, this person is saying that it was designed for deathmatch in mind, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I do want to play this or not. Expect lots of fatalities in this WAD. And yes, since this is my first WAD, the Cyber Dude makes an appearance. The Cyber Dude. That's a pretty good way to refer to the Cyber Demon. I'm gonna skip this because just in case it's like the enemies are completely slapdash. Well, actually, you know, now I'm reading this review here and it says small violent deathmatch map that's actually a bit fun to play in single play as well. Yeah, sure, you know what? Yeah, let me go do that. Alright, so yeah, let's play COLOSEUM.WAD from Dean Ashley Svensson from 1994. Oops, let's switch over to our COLOSEUM. COLOSEUM. Alright. Oh, that's right. E3M1. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I like the... Whoa. Caco's coming out here. Yeah, just big ol' arena type space. And some weapons, which I will take. COLOSEUM. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. And yeah, this actually seems like a pretty decent deathmatch level. For its time. Whoa, what's going on here? Whoa! Oh, jeez. Wow, I got boxed in real bad by those specters. Partly because I couldn't see them. Okay, so this is just... Ooh, what's this? I saw some power-ups on top of those little towers. Alright, we're getting some infighting going. What's down here? Oh, okay, there's a rocket launcher down in that lava. I don't know if I have the health for that right now, though. Oh, I see. Interesting. I appreciate that for once this level isn't like overloaded. There's a level that's not overloaded with hit scanners. Oh jeez. Well, hello guys. Interesting. Wow, this is... Yeah, so there's like multiple arenas that you teleport to. It's pretty wild. This water's hurting you. tons of stuff. Whoa, and there was... Okay, that ceiling was coming down. That's pretty wild, yeah. Don't have... Well, okay. Did I get all of the monsters? I think I might have. Whoa! Yeah, that's probably about it, right? Yeah, so that's an interesting one. Oh yeah, and there is a cyber demon there. Okay, well, yeah, that was actually somewhat cool. The cyber dude. Cool. All right. So yeah, that was COLOSEUM. And yeah, as deathmatch levels with monsters in them go, that one's not bad. Random file, space.wad. Man, you're lucky if you grab that, if you happen to grab that name first. Oh, except that it's DMSPCFX. Deathmatch on a mini space station. Why are we getting these deathmatch maps with that are not in the levels deathmatch folder? There were 65 WADs uploaded on May 12, 1994, and that was one of them. Huh. Alright, yeah. I'm not going to bother with this. Deathmatch on a mini space station. Cool. Alright. 8ball.wad. A theme WAD. Alright. Another deathmatch level. Rude Awakening. From 1996 by Andrew Gerhard. My first WAD. It just kind of happened. No real planning involved. You do have to backtrack a lot, so it plays somewhat bigger than it looks in single-player mode. Okay, well, yeah, sure. Let's... MISC author info. Clinical kinesiologist hedgehog owner. Those are some above-average author details, I would say. It just kind of happened. Single player. Yes, my wife kills me if I tie up the phone line playing death matches. I did build in the co-op. I did build in the ability, but why bother? Go for a shower together instead. Okay, that's assuming a certain level of familiarity. Deathmatch, yes, but I think it's a bit too linear, and the locking door towards the finish can be a pain. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, this sounds. You may do whatever you want with this file, but please, please, please remember, no wagering. Okay. Okay, with that, well, let's play Rude Awakening. Rude Awake by Andrew Gerhard. Map 1. Okay, we're in a tiny little room. We are rising up out of the floor, I guess. Yeah, okay. And we're in a green marble area. And these guys... Seeing some monsters through these gratings here. I think there was a bunch of barrels back there. This is sort of an odd feature here. They've got like a lower grating window, higher and higher. I don't know what's going on there. Interesting item placement and staging decisions. Whoa. Huh. This is also unusual. It's a lift that like goes past the specific floor level down to a lower level here. That's I don't know. Yeah, it's not a feature you see every day. All right, got some Hell Knights. Whoa. Okay, and I just died. Actually, yeah, I just remembered that the, Okay, yeah, and we're getting a MIDI rendition of Fur Elise. You know, and I'm just gonna let that play. Oh yeah, I didn't, just did a little bit of Z-Doom cheating there. I am just bad at this video game. Chain gun. Furry lease, yeah. Never sign a furry lease. There's fishy leases and then there's furry leases. Okay, well, okay, so, yeah, that's right. And then there's this. Phew. Okay, that was actually kind of tough. I liked that. And then if I can get up here, does that? Interesting. This platform. I mean, the main point of this platform is just to like provide access to the mega health, but I kind of like the idea of. Yeah, of there being like a shoot secret that you can only reach in vanilla, at least by standing on that and riding it up. So yeah, back to the weird two-stage lift kind of thing here. Yep, Hall of the Mountain King. Definitely, I've definitely played some WADs with that as its soundtrack. Ooh, I'm running low on ammo here. And I've got the firepower to take out those guys, but... Okay, alright, so... That is a yellow key. That's some ammo. Alright. So yeah, I mean, in some ways, like, the geometry of this is pretty primitive, but I feel like the author is being reasonably inventive with the setups that they create out of these fairly simply shaped rooms. Like, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more going on per room here, I would say, than your average My First WAD. What's going on here? Oh, that's just a secret. Alright, I am now the Skull Master. Have I seen a place yet? Where? Oh yeah, all the way over here. Yes. Backpack sitting in a little lava alcove. That was a bit more boring, I guess. And I'm being loaded up with plasma ammo here. So that now I'm just... Okay, alright. That is a reasonable thing to load me up with plasma ammo for. Well, hello. It's a little too easy to just kind of work your way around the perimeter and stuff here, but I imagine without... in a pre-mouse look world, this would probably be fairly tough. Okay. Yeah, this is actually kind of a cool room. I mean, I could use some lighting to, but I think there's these implicit areas of interest with these weird, like, ceiling slime platforms. Is this the exit? No, it's not. Good. That's pretty easy. Oh, that was it. Okay. Huh. It's a weird way to present your exit switch. Because it's like, okay, you could just run up and hit it and not even have to fight those guys. But, yeah, huh. So yeah, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, I can definitely believe that this was the author's first level, but I think they were being reasonably thoughtful about trying to do something kind of interesting in each room. I don't know what was up with this, though, because, like, all of this height gain isn't really for anything. Like, it takes a while to traverse, and you go up a lot, but I don't think there's any great reason. Oh, geez, am I locked out now? Yikes. Okay, well, that's a thing. Okay, well, yeah. That was Rude Awakening from 1996 by Andrew Gerhard. Review says, this is an unsurprisingly crude but not altogether awful level dated March 1996. The layout is competent for mid-94 and there's a decent amount of action, although it mostly involves standing at one of a series of corridors blasting oncoming demons with overwhelming firepower. Ends with a battle which gives you a BFG versus some chain gunners and revenants. That must be on Ultraviolence. For mid-1994 it would be Dumpling, but for 96 it's some way behind the curve. I'm unaware of the term dumpling to signify, like, you know, good. Yeah. Okay, well, that was Rude Awakening, so let's hit the random button. Wait a minute. We've totally played this before. Shalom, Welcome or Farewell, Doom 2. This sounds really familiar. UAC Outpost 9, blah, 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 blah. Too long story. Map 5. Alright, I'm just going to download this and boot it up. And if we've... Oh wait, have we played Shalom 4, maybe? I don't know. Super dark tunnel. I don't necessarily remember this, but yikes. Okay. Yeah, it's possible that this was a series that the author released. Oh, jeez, there's all kinds of bad enemies coming at me. Okay, and that, yeah. All right, so some pretty nasty firepower ends up coming your way. Whoa. Berserk. Okay. And that's where I came in. Okay. Weird. Yep, and those arachnotrons still killing me. Okay, and now we're up here. Cool. Okay. And I see some backpack and some rockets and stuff. I definitely feel without incentive to fight these barons. I have so much space to avoid them. Alright, good, they're infighting. Alright, so maybe there's another rising lift kind of thing at on another side of this space. It looks like there is. Yeah. Okay, well. Yeah, this map has a very simple structure. This almost feels like it could be one of those, like a 10 sectors map. Where the total number of, like, sectors is the limiting, is the constraint placed on the map jam. But it's probably not that. I am not being very good at the video game. Yeah, it's just not that much fun to... If those guys had been Hell Knights instead, then probably would have been a lot more interesting. Alright, so this was my way in, but does it also become... No, maybe it doesn't. Huh. So yeah, I mean, this is really sparse and not very exciting, but yeah. Do I have to kill these guys? It's map 5, so I guess it's either because it was number 5 in a series, or the author just wanted that music. Yep. Okay, I sure did kill all those barons. So what? Okay, that's where I came in. Ah. Weird. I don't know what's up with the weird collision around there. Whoa. I mean, it said this was a secret, but it actually just looks like this is the exit. It is. And yeah, that's all the items and all the secrets. So yeah, I guess that's all. I guess that's it for Shalom 5. So I have definitely not played this before, but I think we did play something in that same series a while ago. So, and here we are back in the Crusher. Whoops. Yeah, I couldn't tell if there was a proper exit out of there or what. Okay, so that was Shalom, Welcome or Farewell for Doom 2 by Elliot Passetti. And yeah, I think we played Shalom 4. Yeah. Yeah. Not a whole lot of useful feedback from the review, but yeah. Okay, let's move on to not Svane's Keep, because it is Deathmatch. Hangar 18, that is also Deathmatch. Laboratory of the Devil. You are a special agent who took photos of strange experiments in a hidden cryotech, let's say, lab. As you want to leave the lab, the exit is unreachable. Someone lowered the bridge which led over an acid pool. Where is the switch to raise the bridge again? To find it, you have to fight your way. You have to fight through many guards. Be careful, there are many cryo-changers which contain dangerous mutants, but the greatest horror lies in the Great Hall. There is the Great Cryo-Chamber. Originally designed for Doom 1, decided to convert it to Doom 2. The normal skill level is I'm too young to die. Try it first. The higher skill levels are not tested. Okay. Alright, so yeah, this is Doom 2 Map 1. A Bear from Germany. Yep. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's give it a shot. Cryo. Yeah, actually, should I have started this on I'm Too Young to Die? I hope that's not just... Yeah, I don't know. If that's what the author recommends, then that's what we'll play it on. I think maybe they just disregarded the usual difficulty settings. Or maybe all the other difficulties are much harder than this. Who knows? Okay, I like these fire chamber type things. that the imps came out of. The author is definitely sticking to their theme. That's neat. I like this little control panel type thing. It feels very clearly related to these cryopods. Whoa! All kinds of dudes. Stair builder, stair builder. Look at that. Look at that beautiful stair builder. Okay, oh, we got some other cryopods coming out. And yeah, this is well done. Yeah, I like these little chambers. Don't have the blue key. Where are all these doors leading? This is always a bummer when you're going down and you're kind of like hitting your forehead on these like low ceilings here. Gotta raise that up just a little bit more. Okay, there's just tons of bad guys here. Tons of little troopers. And we've got these tech columns, you know, they're a good twice the height of this room ceiling, so they just stick up into the ceiling, producing a rather different effect. Don't want to use the rocket launcher in here. So yeah, this is very cramped, but it doesn't feel, you know, it's not killing the intended game or anything, gameplay or anything, I would say. What's going on here? Oh, cool. Okay, that's neat. I feel like the labyrinth came down around us there. All right. These jerks have really been whittling us down this whole time. Okay. Who's shooting? Armor, good, good. Oh, and this just wraps around. Huh. Is somebody shooting at me from behind, like a little wall or something? Like, what's going on? Yeah. I have no idea. I mean, the shot sounds like it's coming from very close by, but... Chain gun. That is very useful in this situation. Alright, we can go through here now. I just wanted all the helmets. This map is real big on the very weak enemies. Curious as to if they're going to escalate over the course of this. So this level definitely so far has like a pretty serious lack of texture diversity, but I feel like that's helped a lot by the fact that all the rooms have somewhat distinctive shapes. And stuff like this, like I actually really like this lighting setup kind of thing here. It's real simple, but just, yeah, this part of this level, this area being all about this diagonal feature. You know, like, because the rest of the level's definitely been kind of on a grid so far. So yeah, that's nice. Get in here. Okay. Yep. Okay, so I can't get through here. And yeah, I gotta say I'm actually somewhat lost now. Going to turn down the Running from Evil music. Okay, we can ride this up here. Blue key door. Yeah, this is the connectivity of this is sort of weirdly intricate. Yep, I've been here. This is where I started. Oh, I see. Okay, all right. So this is what was this was the acid pit referred to in the README. So we can see that whole thing pretty clearly, but we're like, no, we can't get there. How do we do that? I am kind of curious as to whether we can... Nope. You can't. Or at least I'm not like elite SR40 runner or anything, so I definitely don't know how to make it across that pit. Okay, so we've got this thing that we can only go through if we have a yellow key, but I have not seen a yellow key. Oh wait, but I think there's another blue key door. I'm definitely leaning kind of hard on the auto map on this, just because like this, you know, like this is not a memorable like bit of real estate, you know. Like if I turn around a few times in here, I don't even know what, you know, what leads where anymore. So okay, so let's go up to here, and I've not been into this yet, and we need a yellow key for that, so clearly some doubling back is in order. Yeah, and then there's like a big... Yeah, I went up here, that gave me the chain gun. What I want to know is who is shooting me from there. That is the mystery of this map, I gotta say. I'll bet it's somebody who's like stuck in collision somewhere. And is just somehow able to shoot me from there. So obnoxious. Oh. Yeah, it kind of looks like they were stuck inside there. Okay, so yeah, I need a yellow key. My best guess as to where that yellow key is right across here. Oh, there's a whole... Oh, okay. Alright. Just a whole outdoor area in here. Pretty low on health. Don't have a super shotgun. I'm hanging on here. Alright, I'm outside, and there's a little road. There's a little Black Mesa style nonsense road. Yeah, one thing I wanted to say about going back to here, like, I mean, this door is like, you know, it's in a relatively reasonable place, but when you have corridors this tight, it becomes a lot more difficult to discover those doors because your actual line of sight to that door is pretty low. You know, you have to be, there's only a few spots in this area that you can be standing in where you can see this door. And also just the fact that it's gray on gray, you know, even though it does have the little green lights on it. So yeah, I think, like, I mean, just in general, like, I don't think there's much value in these corridors being as tight as they are. They really could be like 2 to 3 times wider, and they could actually start to become tactical spaces in their own right. But yeah, all right. So this is clearly just a non-accessible road situation here. So yeah, actually this does not really get me any closer to getting that yellow key. Can't do anything with this. Yep, that's another good point. Yeah, if it had been recessed a little bit, then it would have shown up better in the auto map. Oh wait, did something open up here though? Oh, this is just a door. That's just a totally doesn't look like a door. And cool, there's like a hellfire chamber in here with the yellow key in it. So yay, we have the yellow key now, and we can proceed with the level. Oh, I guess I could go around. Yeah, this level does have a pretty unusual flow. Yeah, they really wanted to let me see into this. Alright, and now I'm seeing stuff for a red key, and I can't do anything without that. Okay. Alright, so I think, whoa! It's not a monster closet so much as a monster garage, I would say. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. It's a monster garage. And I have 2 health, and I saved with 2 health, because I'm a genius. Okay. Alright, so now we can go all those other places that we couldn't go without... Oh, and the level has opened up some. New monster garages have been revealed. Yeah, I'm actually going to work that phrase to death now that I've thought about it for a moment. Like, anytime there's a room that pops open that is too big to be a closet, but there's monsters in it, and it basically exists only to have those monsters in it, I'm going to call it a monster garage. That's just what they are now. My decision is made. The backpack. Stair builder up to the majestic, super cool backpack. Oh my gosh. And some guys that are pretty annoyed with me having the backpack. I really want to jump up to where they are and grab their ammos, but I don't think that's possible right now. Oh well. Hello, hello. Welcome. We are currently playing Cryo something. Let's just say Cryo Shock. And yeah, we're trying to escape this lab. And there's like an acid pit. There's that most common of OSHA workplace hazards. The acid pit with a bridge, with a retractable bridge that goes across it. And now we have the red key, so that means we can go to all kinds of places. By which I mean, like 3. Okay. Yeah, that's the acid pit. Can't quite reach there. And yeah, I wouldn't want to fall in there. It looks more like blood than acid, but maybe it's acid blood. Okay, so let's retrace our steps here, because yeah, I think much deeper into this level... The threading of this level actually becomes weirdly linear once you look at all of it. Is it bad to be in here? No, it's fine. It's just got the fire texture. Alright, so how do I work my way around to... Yeah, let's just take this known workable root. And here we are outside again. The weird little road, I love it. Okay. Oh, it's dark and spooky here. Maybe it's a an abandoned part of this facility. I don't know. So yeah, still very cramped and claustrophobic, but I feel like this is a pretty good use of claustrophobia, you know, where like, you know, your lines of sight are just super occluded and you know that there's other threats around, you know, like watching that one little trooper walk past and taking a shot at him and missing is pretty cool. And you know, it's kind of dark, so you know, I mean, it's still just sort of labyrinthy. And yeah, I guess the point of this room was for me to get the super shotgun, which is good. Whoa, okay, so now we're in a big ol' special area. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Ugh. Got this single file. Alright. Those guys probably would have just popped out on me. Jeez, it's really bad fighting this guy in this kind of environment. There you go. Alright, now I've got a little platform to fight him on. Alright, I'm shooting rockets. There's still so many of these shotgunners, and I'm just a sitting duck for them. But I did it. I actually managed to take all of them out. I am kind of amazed that I did that. Okay. I guess I just got lucky. Also, probably they didn't have like room to maneuver enough to like get their shot, which is sometimes a thing with Doom enemies. If you put them in a tiny little 64 by 64 cubby. As in the Doom creature care and feeding. I like these, this is sort of a nice optical illusion going on. Like, this is actually just a totally square texture that's just panning, as you can see. But because the author has aligned it evenly across these boundaries, it just kind of looks a little weird. It sort of looks like something that's facing you but warping. So I appreciate that. I like doing weird things with texture alignment and panning. And all that stuff. Okay, so what did that switch do? Secret, secret. Alright. Monstars. Alright, so okay, yeah, and I guess all the grimy walls are little Yep, all the grimy walls are secrets. Alright, that all looks pretty straightforward there. And I have been in here, right? Yeah, okay. That's a time-limited switch. So what is that actually doing for me? Okay, well, it probably raised this stuff up. Alright. It's so cramped. What controls the accuracy for shotgunners and chain gunners? Does dodging actually help? So what they do is that they take aim, and their aim does have a certain amount of scatter to it inherently, but also they take aim and then they fire their shot, so there's a little bit of time that you have between that. I could be wrong on that, actually. But, yeah, I mean, there's also just, like, they will randomly, everything in Doom has an angle that it's facing from 0 to 360, and when they're aiming at something, they'll figure out what they need, what they're trying to aim at, and what their angle is, and then their actual shot will have will be wild in some direction from that. So yeah. Okay. Alright, so I feel like I might have done the thing that I came into this whole area to do, but then there's that door there that I really feel like... Oh, okay, so there's something, a little something around here too. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is fancy looking. Some fancy stuff going on there. But yeah, that's cute. You know, some walls. There's probably like 2 lines that are really close to one another here, and you cross them, and it raises and lowers the floors and ceilings respectively. All right, now, and yeah, this anytime there's an arrow on the floor, it's the designer being none too subtle. Tap, tap, tap. Hey, buddy. Alright, can I just hop off here? Yes, I can. And okay, now I can go in through this door, and I'm guessing at the end of this whole little section, I can go and hit a switch that will actually extend the walkway across that acid, or blood, or lava. Alright. So yeah, I mean, I hit that switch and I have no idea what it did, but just because I feel like I've exhausted every other path in this level, I feel like that's probably what I did here. Oh, and look, a whole bunch of monster garages popped open. Do these teleporters take me back? Oh, they really look like teleporters. They look like funky, non-standard teleporters, but I guess not. Okay, that's the dark room where I got the super shotgun. That's the little looky-loo grating thing. Now we're outside. Alright, so at this point I really am just going to assume that I have done all of the junk I'm supposed to, and I'm just retraversing. At the same time, though, I'm hearing a bunch of monsters through the walls. It's an inspired decision about Doom, is like, if a monster is close enough, you can hear them through the walls. Because anytime the player can hear a monster but not see it, that's scary. And that's what they were thinking about, making Doom. Aha! And here we are. Sure enough, the bridge across has been extended. And these jerks were waiting for me, but that's fine. And yeah, very nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's have a look at this map. Okay, yeah, it actually did end up being somewhat rectangular shaped. But yeah, like, so it was pretty cramped in places, and way too many right angles, but you know, and the threading is actually kind of weird and intricate, and doubling back takes more effort than it should. But I did actually kind of enjoy this, you know. Anytime the navigation is kind of involved and you really have to think about it, that can be satisfying sometimes. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, nice. Alright, let's see if this is actually the ending. And it is. And here we are back in Underhalls. Okay, cool. Nice. Alright, so that was Laboratory... Oh, I had forgotten that this was the Laboratory of the Devil. Special agent who took photos of strange experiments in a hidden cryotechnical laboratory. So I guess they had frozen demons? Is that what we're meant to assume? I think probably, yeah. Dangerous mutants. Okay, so maybe they're not demons. You know, that's something that WADs will do sometimes, is they'll be like, if they're not particularly interested in like the Hell, Demon, Mars fiction, they'll just be like, oh, well, these are mutants. This is like a laboratory, or you're on a space station, and mutants happened. You know, it's just mutants. And that's fine. The greatest horror lies in the Great Hall. There is the Great Cryo Chamber. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, that Baron fight, all the other enemies in the map were pretty weak, whereas that one Baron actually took some doing to get to. And yeah, like the staging of that, again, like when the hallways are that cramped, it's a bummer, but otherwise, yeah, I actually enjoyed, yeah, I enjoyed playing that. Review says, pretty fun and not bad. This is a rare example of a map that's very tight but not cramped. I don't know what the difference between tight and cramped is in this reviewer's lexicography, but the lack of maneuvering space doesn't really impede gameplay or cause the fights to be annoying. The texturing is rather bland, though, and the map itself is on the easy side. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, that was better than it had to be. And yeah, that's from 2005, so it's interesting because they weren't really, that map wasn't really pushing like Doom, like source port higher detail levels or anything. Felt like it could have been just a normal vanilla Doom level from back in the day. But yeah, cool. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and hell being frozen. That was an idea that I don't think Doom got to explore very much. They kind of went with more like the bio, with some of the classic like Inferno, Hell, Fire imagery, but also some weird bio stuff. Whereas, yeah, like I don't know, an Ultimate Doom episode 5 could have ventured into like a frozen part of Hell or something, and they could have used some of the cool ice textures from Heretic or something. I don't know. Anyway, that was Laboratory of the Devil. And yeah, do I want to do another one? I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want to call it a day. Yeah, I want to conserve my energy so that I can do more stuff this evening. But yeah, okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, we played Laboratory of the Devil. We played Shalom, Welcome or Farewell. We played Rude Awakening, and COLOSEUM.WAD. So yeah, I felt like those maps got better and better as time went on. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, nothing super standout there, but yeah, not bad. And yeah, thanks for sitting through the show and tell for my unnamed chase WAD. I don't know, Death Orb or something like that. I'll come up with a name for it. But yeah, and if you haven't already, then you can definitely go to jp.itch.io and check out Mr. Friendly. If you don't want to kill anything, you just want to fly around and talk to demons and stuff. I've got a few more fixes and improvements and stuff coming down the pipe for that. And thank you so much for watching, and have a real good week. And I will see y'all next week. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, next week is, I believe, the 1-year anniversary of WAD Wednesday. So I don't know, I should think of something special to do for the 1-year anniversary. But yeah, so yeah, I'll see y'all then, and until then, have a really good week. Bye-bye.